Begin the narration here. The universe continues its motion while you rest. Stars burn steadily beyond the reach of dreams. Galaxies drift slowly through ancient fields of darkness. Planets follow paths shaped long before awareness. Light travels quietly across unimaginable distances tonight. Radiation hums softly through the fabric of space. While your breathing slows, cosmic rhythms remain unchanged. Atoms vibrate patiently inside distant clouds of gas. Time moves forward without attention or resistance. Gravity holds vast structures together without effort. The universe expands gently in every silent direction. Space stretches calmly between clusters of distant stars. Black holes spin slowly, wrapped in endless quiet. Energy flows where structure allows gentle movement. Nothing pauses when eyelids finally close. The cosmos does not require observation to exist. Waves of particles pass harmlessly through sleeping bodies. Neutrinos drift unseen through walls and oceans. Magnetic fields shift subtly around rotating planets. Solar winds brush past worlds without sound. Your dreams unfold while physics remains consistent. Natural laws hold steady through every imagined story. Entropy increases softly without concern or memory. Order fades slowly across immense spans of time. While thoughts dissolve, stars continue forming patiently. Dust gathers gradually within cold molecular clouds. Pressure builds quietly until new light ignites. Nuclear fusion begins without announcement or spectacle. This process repeats endlessly across the universe. Creation unfolds without intention or awareness. Distances remain vast regardless of human scale. Numbers lose meaning where space becomes overwhelming. The night sky remains active though appearing still. Motion hides within timescales beyond perception. Earth rotates steadily beneath the sleeping atmosphere. Oceans shift slightly, responding to lunar gravity. Tectonic plates move slower than conscious thought. Mountains rise quietly over millions of years. Life rests briefly while chemistry continues everywhere. Cells repair themselves following ancient molecular instructions. The universe does not notice individual moments. Yet every moment exists within its structure. Energy transforms endlessly, never truly disappearing. Forms change while essence continues flowing calmly. Signals travel outward from long extinguished stars. Their light arrives long after sources have faded. Past events quietly illuminate present awareness. Time connects moments without needing direction. As night deepens, cosmic balance remains unchanged. Forces counter forces, maintaining subtle equilibrium. The universe neither sleeps nor awakens. It simply continues being exactly what it is. Continue immediately from where the story paused. Matter continues arranging itself without memory or intention. Patterns emerge briefly, then dissolve back into motion. Across the cosmos, balance shifts with quiet persistence. Nothing seeks meaning, yet structure still appears. Fields of energy ripple softly through expanding space. Interactions occur without preference or awareness. Temperature gradients guide motion on microscopic scales. Particles respond calmly to surrounding conditions. In distant regions, stars cool slowly toward darkness. Their remnants drift, carrying stories without language. Elsewhere, new systems begin assembling from scattered dust. Gravity invites matter inward without command. Everywhere, change proceeds at different measured speeds. Some processes unfold faster than comprehension. Others require epochs beyond human imagination. Time accommodates all rates without judgment. While sleep deepens, sensory boundaries gently dissolve. Neural activity slows into rhythmic cycles. Brain chemistry shifts, supporting restoration and balance. Electrical patterns soften into repeating waves. Outside, the planet continues its silent journey. Orbit carries Earth through layered cosmic environments. Radiation levels fluctuate within harmless ranges. Atmospheric shielding remains quietly effective. Above the clouds, particles collide, creating faint glows. Auroras dance unseen over polar skies. Satellites pass overhead, following precise trajectories. Their signals cross paths without interference. Farther out, asteroids travel ancient familiar routes. Their motion reflects early solar conditions. Comets sleep until warmth calls them briefly alive. Ice transforms slowly into drifting vapor. The sun remains steady, converting mass into light. Its output varies within predictable limits. Energy release sustains climates and biological rhythms. Life adapts continually to subtle changes. On the surface, ecosystems rest and recalibrate. Nocturnal cycles balance daytime activity. Microorganisms remain active within soil and water. Chemical exchanges continue without pause. Roots absorb nutrients guided by concentration differences. Growth decisions follow encoded molecular rules. Forests breathe slowly, exchanging gases with air. Oxygen production pauses, but respiration persists. Across oceans, currents adjust, responding to winds. Heat redistributes, maintaining planetary stability. Below the crust, radioactive decay warms inner layers. Convection drives long-term geological motion. Magnetic fields arise from rotating molten metals. They shield the surface from energetic particles. This protection operates continuously without awareness. Its presence rarely enters conscious thought. Meanwhile, distant galaxies approach or recede gradually. Cosmic expansion stretches the space between them. Redshift carries information about universal history. Light becomes a record of earlier conditions. Observations elsewhere capture moments already long past. Telescopes receive whispers from deep time. Yet tonight no instruments are required. Existence proceeds regardless of observation. The universe maintains processes without needing rest. Its activity remains constant, though often invisible. As awareness drifts further inward, attention softens. External concerns lose clarity and weight. Thoughts slow, aligning with natural bodily rhythms. Breathing settles into effortless repetition. Beyond perception, equations continue resolving themselves. Cause follows effect across all scales. Probability guides outcomes within defined constraints. Randomness operates inside structured boundaries. Nothing is rushed, nothing is delayed. Each interaction occurs when conditions allow. So motion continues everywhere simultaneously. From smallest fluctuations to vast rotations. Continue immediately from where the story paused. Systems adjust continuously without conscious direction. Stability emerges from countless small interactions. Motion exists even within apparent stillness. Calm surfaces conceal persistent, underlying change. Inside atoms, electrons shift within defined probabilities. Quantum states evolve following consistent patterns. Uncertainty remains gentle, never chaotic or threatening. Rules guide outcomes even when specifics vary. Across distances, forces propagate without delay or haste. Information transfers according to physical limits. Speed has boundaries established by cosmic structure. Nothing exceeds them, nothing requires awareness. Vacuum itself contains subtle, restless activity. Virtual particles appear briefly, then fade. These fluctuations contribute to observable effects. Even emptiness holds quiet complexity. Large structures arise from repeated simple behaviors. Complexity builds without planning or foresight. Spiral galaxies maintain form through balanced motion. Rotation counters collapse, maintaining graceful shapes. Clusters bind together through mutual attraction. Their distribution reflects early density variations. Background radiation fills space evenly and faintly. It carries echoes of early expansion. This signal surrounds every sleeping observer. A reminder of shared cosmic origin. Meanwhile, local space curves gently around mass. Geometry responds naturally to presence of matter. Paths bend subtly, guiding light and motion. Gravitation acts without physical contact. Orbits persist through dynamic equilibrium. Minor changes accumulate over long durations. Chaos appears only within limited perspectives. From afar, patterns remain coherent. Within the body, circulation continues quietly. Blood flows steadily, delivering oxygen and nutrients. Muscles relax yet remain ready for movement. Posture adjusts automatically during rest. Hormones release in carefully timed sequences. They regulate repair, growth, and memory formation. The immune system surveys without conscious effort. Defense mechanisms remain alert yet calm. Temperature stays within narrow functional ranges. Heat disperses evenly through tissues. Sleep deepens, supporting metabolic efficiency. Energy consumption shifts toward maintenance. Across the planet, countless beings share this phase. Different species align with nocturnal cycles. Some awaken while others rest simultaneously. Ecological balance emerges from alternating activity. Predators and prey respond to environmental cues. Their behaviors interlock across time. Insects navigate using magnetic and chemical signals. Orientation occurs without reflection or doubt. Migration patterns follow ancient encoded maps. Distance holds no conceptual meaning for instinct. Weather systems reorganize during cooler hours. Air masses redistribute pressure and moisture. Clouds form, dissipate, and reform slowly. Water cycles endlessly between states. Evaporation, condensation, and precipitation repeat. Each step follows thermodynamic principles. Lightning potential builds silently within layers. Energy waits for appropriate pathways. Far above, cosmic rays enter the atmosphere. They fragment, creating cascades of particles. Most pass unnoticed, absorbed by shielding layers. A few reach ground level harmlessly. Measurements could capture every detail if desired, but reality proceeds without measurement. Existence does not pause for recognition. Processes unfold independently of observers. Mathematical relationships remain consistently valid. They describe interactions without enforcing purpose. Constants hold steady across observable regions. Their values allow structure to persist. Slight differences would prevent familiar forms. Yet these values simply are. No intention selected them within physics. They arise as conditions of reality. As rest continues, awareness drifts gently. Attention releases effort and control. The mind aligns with slower internal timing. Thought fragments lose urgency and cohesion. External motion continues beyond perception. The universe carries on its quiet activity. Continue immediately from where the story paused. Processes remain steady across scales both vast and minute. Change unfolds without preference, patience, or hesitation. Fields interact continuously, shaping matter and energy. Relationships persist regardless of observation or belief. Within deep space, cold regions slowly gather material. Density increases through repeated gentle encounters. Grains adhere, forming larger aggregates over time. Growth proceeds through contact, repetition, and stability. Rotation begins as imbalance guides collective motion. Angular momentum preserves emerging directional flow. Disks flatten gradually around, forming central masses. Structure arises from conserved physical quantities. Temperature gradients define zones of transformation. States shift when thresholds are quietly crossed. Gases condense, solids stabilize, and patterns refine. Outcomes follow initial conditions without foresight. Elsewhere, radiation pressure counteracts inward collapse. Balance sustains luminosity for extended durations. Stars settle into long periods of steady emission. Fusion cycles repeat with remarkable consistency. Neutrinos escape, carrying information outward freely. They pass through matter almost without interaction. These particles continue beyond planetary systems. Their paths intersect countless worlds unnoticed. Meanwhile, space between stars hosts subtle chemistry. Molecules form within cold, shadowed environments. Complex compounds assemble from simple combinations. Reactions proceed slowly over immense time spans. Some will eventually seed developing systems. Material continuity links distant regions together. On planetary surfaces, night brings reduced stimulation. Sensory input decreases, allowing internal focus. Neural networks shift towards synchronized oscillations. Communication patterns simplify and slow. Memory consolidation proceeds to repeated activation. Connections strengthen based on prior experiences. Unnecessary signals diminish, conserving energy. Efficiency increases through reduced external demands. Autonomic functions maintain internal balance. Regulation continues without conscious direction. Heart rhythms adapt subtly to resting conditions. Variability reflects underlying physiological health. Respiration deepens, matching metabolic requirements. Gas exchange remains effective and calm. Kidneys adjust filtration rates during extended rest. Fluid balance remains within functional limits. The liver processes accumulated compounds gradually. Detoxification proceeds through enzymatic pathways. Across populations, similar processes occur simultaneously. Synchronization emerges through shared environmental cues. Circadian timing aligns biological activity with darkness. Hormonal release follows established cycles. Melatonin levels rise, signaling reduced alertness. Sleep architecture organizes into repeating phases. Dream states arise from internal simulation. Imagery forms without external input. These narratives draw from stored impressions. They recombine elements without logical constraint. Emotional tone varies based on neurochemistry. Intensity fluctuates without lasting consequence. While minds wander, physical reality continues steadily. External systems remain unaffected by inner experience. Tides respond predictably to orbital mechanics. Water levels rise and fall rhythmically. Marine life adapts behavior to these cycles. Feeding, reproduction, and movement align accordingly. Bioluminescence appears within darkened depths. Chemical reactions produce brief, visible light. This illumination serves communication and defense. Signals travel through water efficiently. Above oceans, winds adjust to thermal differences. Air flows redistribute energy across regions. Jet streams shift positions, influencing weather patterns. Large-scale circulation persists overnight. Pressure systems migrate, altering local conditions. Forecasts reflect probabilistic outcomes. None of these movements require intention. They proceed as consequences of physical law. On continental land masses, temperatures drop gradually. Heat radiates away from surfaces. Soils release stored warmth into the atmosphere. Energy exchange equalizes gradients. Animals adjust posture, seeking thermal comfort. Behavior reflects instinctual regulation. Shelter provides stability against environmental variation. Structures modify exposure to external forces. Cities remain active at reduced intensity. Infrastructure supports continuous operation. Electrical grids balance supply with diminished demand. Power generation adapts dynamically. Communication networks transmit signals continuously. Data flows regardless of human awareness. Satellites relay information across orbital paths. Coverage remains consistent through night cycles. Navigation systems maintain precise timing references. Synchronization relies on relativistic corrections. Atomic clocks measure oscillations with extreme accuracy. Timekeeping persists independent of sleep. All these systems operate concurrently. Interdependence links natural and engineered processes. As rest deepens, perception narrows further. Awareness retreats from external complexity. Yet beyond this narrowing, the universe remains active. Countless interactions continue, unfolding quietly. Continue immediately from where the story paused. Beyond narrowed awareness, vast systems remain coordinated. Interactions persist across scales without interruption. Space continues, accommodating motion and transformation. Dimensions hold relationships steady and consistent. In interstellar regions, charged particles follow fields. Trajectories curve gently, responding to invisible forces. Plasma streams form delicate filamentary structures. They extend across distances difficult to imagine. Shock waves propagate from ancient energetic events. Their influence spreads slowly through diffuse matter. Supernova remnants expand, thinning into surrounding space. Elements disperse, becoming part of future formations. Iron, carbon, and oxygen drift between star systems. Material history carries forward through mixing. These atoms may one day join living structures. Continuity links lifeless space and biology. Meanwhile, gravity subtly reshapes large-scale architecture. Voids and filaments define cosmic distribution. Galaxies trace paths along these vast frameworks. Their motion reflects primordial density variations. Rotation curves remain stable through unseen mass. Invisible components influence observable behavior. This hidden presence maintains structural coherence. Its nature remains unknown yet effective. Across epochs, expansion alters relative separations. Distances grow while local systems remain bound. Time stretches outcomes across unimaginable durations. Patience becomes inherent within cosmic evolution. Closer to home, planetary magnetospheres fluctuate. They respond dynamically to stellar emissions. Solar activity varies through magnetic cycles. Spots, flares, and ejections occur intermittently. Most effects dissipate harmlessly into space. Protective fields deflect energetic particles. Upper atmospheres absorb remaining radiation. Ionization produces temporary luminous effects. Lower layers remain calm and insulated. Life continues undisturbed by distant activity. On the ground, nocturnal cooling progresses steadily. Surface temperatures adjust toward equilibrium. Dew forms where saturation thresholds are reached. Condensation gathers quietly on exposed surfaces. Plants reduce metabolic rates, conserving resources. Photosynthesis pauses until light returns. Respiration continues, supplying minimal energy needs. Cellular maintenance remains uninterrupted. Animals adjust heart rates and muscle tone. Restorative processes dominate physiological function. Neural pruning refines connections during deeper stages. Efficiency improves through selective reinforcement. Learning integrates without conscious rehearsal. Information stabilizes within distributed networks. This integration supports future adaptive behavior. Preparedness emerges from prior experience. Across societies, reduced activity lowers ambient noise. Soundscapes soften during late hours. Traffic diminishes, allowing infrastructure recovery. Wear decreases as loads lighten. Water systems rebalance pressure and flow. Treatment facilities maintain constant operation. Waste processing continues through automated control. Sanitation remains reliable without oversight. Factories pause or slow, conserving energy. Industrial rhythms align with demand cycles. Financial systems record transactions continuously. Data integrity persists across temporal boundaries. Markets await future activity without urgency. Values remain temporarily static. Broadcast signals traverse global networks. Information stands ready regardless of consumption. Astronomical observatories track objects methodically. Long exposures capture faint distant sources. Data accumulates, revealing subtle patterns. Analysis may occur long after collection. Scientific instruments operate independent of rest. Measurement does not require consciousness. The same applies to natural processes everywhere. Function continues regardless of attention. Within molecules, bonds vibrate around stable states. Energy levels fluctuate within allowed ranges. Thermal motion persists even at low temperatures. Absolute stillness never truly occurs. Entropy continues its gradual increase. Directionality emerges statistically over time. Order exists locally while disorder grows globally. Both coexist without contradiction. This balance defines temporal progression. Change acquires orientation through probability. Awareness fades further into passive observation. Thoughts become less distinct and frequent. Inner narratives loosen their structure. Silence grows between mental events. Breathing remains steady and unforced. The body trusts automatic regulation. Beyond this trust, the universe proceeds. Its activity remains vast, patient, and continuous. Continue immediately from where the story paused. Across expanding space, interactions remain evenly distributed. No region holds priority within cosmic processes. Energy gradients smooth gradually through exchange. Differences soften as systems approach balance. Radiation continues diffusing through intergalactic darkness. Photons drift endlessly without destination. Some encounter matter transferring minute amounts of energy. Others travel uninterrupted across immense distances. Space itself stretches, accommodating ongoing expansion. Metric relationships evolve while local structures persist. Bound systems resist separation through mutual attraction. Galaxies remain intact despite growing distances. Within these systems, stars age at predictable rates. Life cycles progress according to initial mass. Smaller stars burn slowly, conserving fuel. Longevity extends across billions of years. Larger stars exhaust resources more rapidly. Their endings redistribute material outward. This redistribution enriches surrounding environments. Future generations inherit heavier elements. Chemistry gains complexity through stellar processing. Periodic patterns acquire functional diversity. These elements combine under favorable conditions. Molecular assemblies increase in variety. Carbon forms backbones for complex structures. Versatility supports wide ranges of behavior. In suitable environments, self-organization emerges. Order arises from repeated interactions. Feedback stabilizes certain arrangements over others. Selection occurs without intention or awareness. On planetary surfaces, these processes intertwine. Geology, atmosphere, and chemistry interact continuously. Landforms evolve through erosion and deposition. Shapes reflect cumulative environmental forces. Rivers adjust courses responding to gradients. Flow seeks paths of least resistance. Sediments travel settling where velocity decreases. Layers record environmental history. Wind patterns sculpt exposed surfaces gradually. Particles abrade structures over time. Ice expands, contracts, and migrates with temperature. Freeze cycles influence material integrity. Biological systems integrate these physical influences. Adaptation reflects environmental constraints. Genetic variation provides range of responses. Survival depends on compatibility with conditions. Populations shift characteristics across generations. Change accumulates slowly yet persistently. These dynamics continue without observation. Life does not require recognition. Within organisms, cellular processes remain synchronized. Metabolism adjusts to resting states. Mitochondria regulate energy production efficiently. Output matches reduced demand. Protein synthesis continues, repairing minor damage. Turnover maintains functional integrity. Ion gradients sustain electrical stability. Membrane potentials remain within ranges. Neurons reduce firing frequency, conserving resources. Networks maintain readiness without activity. Glial cells support maintenance and insulation. Structural support remains constant. Hormonal signals circulate at lower concentrations. Regulation persists through feedback loops. Digestive systems slow processing during rest. Absorption completes remaining tasks. Fluid distribution balances across compartments. Osmotic pressures equalize. The immune system monitors quietly. Surveillance continues without inflammation. Across communities, social structures pause briefly. Coordination resumes with daylight. Urban environments emit reduced light and noise. Artificial illumination dims gradually. Energy consumption decreases, altering load patterns. Infrastructure adapts automatically. Transportation systems remain idle or minimal. Paths clear of frequent movement. Air quality improves as emissions decline. Particles settle under gravity. Skies appear clearer, allowing deeper observation. Stars emerge through reduced interference. Constellations shift slowly due to planetary motion. Perspective changes with rotation. Precession alters orientation across millennia. Reference frames evolve gradually. Calendars adjust, accounting for accumulated differences. Timekeeping reflects celestial mechanics. Astronomy links human measurement to cosmic cycles. Observation aligns with predictable motion. Yet cycles continue independent of tracking. Regularity exists without record. Natural rhythms synchronize disparate systems. Harmony emerges from repetition. These rhythms influence physiology, behavior, and perception. Internal clocks align with external cues. During darkness, sensitivity to stimuli decreases. Thresholds rise, reducing responsiveness. Cognition simplifies, focusing inward. Complex evaluation pauses temporarily. This state allows restoration and integration. Balance returns through reduced demand. Beyond this restoration, cosmic activity persists. The universe maintains continuous transformation. Nothing awaits acknowledgement to proceed. Processes unfold according to structure. Existence expresses itself through interaction. Motion defines continuity across scales. As stillness deepens, awareness recedes further. Attention releases remaining effort. Yet even without awareness, reality remains active. Change continues everywhere without interruption. Begin the closing section gently. The universe stretches endlessly beyond comprehension. Light travels across immense distances carrying ancient signals. Galaxies drift silently, tracing paths through empty space. Stars continue their quiet work, creating energy and elements. Planets spin and orbit, following laws that never rest. Their surfaces change subtly under the influence of countless forces. Atmospheres shift imperceptibly, redistributing warmth and moisture. Oceans respond to gravitational pull in gentle rhythm. Mountains wear down slowly under rain and wind. Valleys fill and erode, shaping landscapes over eons. Forests breathe, exchanging gases quietly with the air. Leaves photosynthesize, capturing energy while night covers them. Creatures rest in darkness while biology continues silently. Metabolism and repair proceed without conscious awareness. Cells divide and reorganize, supporting continued life. Neurons fire in patterns that sustain memory and learning. Rivers flow steadily, carrying nutrients to waiting lands. Sediments settle, forming layers that record history. Winds move softly, reshaping dunes and dusted surfaces. Clouds gather and disperse, creating fleeting shadows. Snow accumulates on peaks and melts in warmth. Ice slowly advances and retreats, shaping frozen domains. Life sleeps and wakes, guided by rhythms older than thought. Cycles repeat quietly over endless nights and days. Communities of beings interact subtly, maintaining balance. Predators and prey move with instinctive grace and timing. Energy circulates through systems from the smallest to the largest. Nothing truly stops, everything participates in continuous transformation. The mind rests inside the body while the cosmos hums. Consciousness drifts gently, aligned with internal and external rhythms. Breathing slows, allowing deeper presence within the stillness. Thoughts soften into quiet spaces between heartbeats. Awareness becomes a calm observer of inner and outer worlds. Time stretches without urgency, folding moments into a gentle continuum. Everywhere processes continue without pause or expectation. Each element carries on its role with effortless constancy. The universe does not hurry and does not wait. Existence flows in patterns both intricate and serene. Light fades gradually across distant horizons. Darkness holds everything with soft, encompassing embrace. Silence persists, filled with subtle movement and quiet life. Space and time coexist in gentle harmony with being. Your body rests within this vast and patient cosmos. The night wraps everything in calm continuity. And as you drift deeper into sleep, the universe continues softly.